It does lead us to our talk of the tape. Just how much trouble is Google's generative AI effort in? Has it lost too much ground to Microsoft and others? Big Technology's Alex Kantrowitz is with us on set today, along with our own Deirdre Bosa, covers the company. Dee, I'm going to begin with you on how Alphabet got into this latest mess in the first place. One some are calling embarrassing now.
Yeah, so essentially, Scott, Google was trying to be politically sensitive. Remember that its AI strategy, it's not to be first, but to do it right. So that whole slogan, don't be evil. So try to be politically sensitive, but instead the opposite has happened. Google has found itself at the center of a renewed culture war. Its image generator, for example, criticized for creating diverse images of the founding fathers and Nazi-era German soldiers. So a different kind of diversity problem that Google admits itself missed the mark. Now, its chatbot has been found to have similar problem in a few high-profile examples. Gemini refused to condemn pedophiles and equated Elon Musk with Hitler. Some posted different answers from ChatGPT to the same question and suggesting more straightforward stances. Now, Scott, I tried to replicate some of those searches, and I couldn't for the most part today. In some cases, Gemini, though, simply said that it couldn't assist with the query, while ChatGPT did give at least some kind of answer. And I guess it just speaks to a broader issue, which you touched on, around Gemini's rollout. It's whether it underscores a painful corporate reality for Alphabet and CEO Sundar Pichai. That question that you started your show asking, is it losing ground here, or is this a blip?
Yeah, well, the shares are obviously reacting. Let's bring in Alex Kantrowitz, Big Technology founder. He's here with me on set. How big of a deal is this? How serious is it?
Yeah, it's a big deal because it's not just about Gemini making a mistake, but it really suggests that there's more organizational incompetence within Google. You know, people are trying to portray this as Google got too woke. Even a woke Google wouldn't want Nazis portrayed as people of color. It's just crazy. So it's more of a testing. Where was the testing here? Where is the organizational competency to roll out a product that even if you're trying to encode values into it, you can't? And that, to me, is the red flag here. Who's running the ship at Google and allowing this stuff out of the door? This isn't just a minor battle. This is a huge battle, and they're falling behind.
The moat, okay, that they have, everybody knows what we're talking about, is search, right? The behemoth. Alex, how much at risk is this, if at all, when you hear that OpenAI is said to be developing its own?
Not as much as I think a lot of people imagine, at least in the short and midterm. Now, you look at what ChatGPT and Bing and Perplexity have done in recent times, and it's been impressive. They've built impressive products. But Google's lead in search hasn't really shrunk at all. And I really think that, at least right now, you're looking at two different products, right? Perplexity, Bing, ChatGPT, these are curiosity agents. Anything you're curious about, you type in. You can also use it for other new novel applications. Search really is web navigation. You're not going to use these chatbots for web navigation. You're going to use Google for it. So I don't think that Google search is really immediately in danger of being replaced or even really hit too hard. But over the long term, this might become a way that people end up using search or navigating the web, and that's where you run into issues.
Dee, what are you hearing out in the Valley about that issue?
I hear very differently, and actually some stats to back it up as well. I guess, what do you determine as the immediate? I also, like Alex, thought that this was more of a long-term problem, that Google had time to figure this out. However, this stat from Gartner, it kind of blew me away. It predicts that by 2026, search engine volume will drop by 25%. That is less than 2 years away, and that is a huge amount. When you look at 25%, that's all search engine volume. But Google, of course, is the leader here. It is the dominant player, and that's just really a huge stat. And here in the Valley, there's tons of people who use Perplexity, who use Bing, who use ChatGPT, is much more part of the conversation than Gemini is. So you have to wonder if Wall Street feels like they may have more time, but certainly here in the Valley, it feels like there's more of an immediacy.